Miracles are often seen as extraordinary events that go beyond the natural laws of physics and logic. They are occurrences that defy the ordinary and are perceived as divine interventions, meant to bring about profound and positive changes in individuals' lives. These events can range from physical healings to life-altering moments of guidance, transformation, or rescue. In religious and spiritual traditions across the world, miracles are viewed as tangible signs of God's presence and power. They provide a sense of hope and belief that there is a higher force at work, orchestrating events for the good of individuals or communities. Miracles transcend human understanding, serving as powerful testimonies to the belief that there is a divine purpose behind everything that happens, even in the most challenging of times. The concept of miracles is not limited to any one religion or belief system. In many cultures, miraculous events have been celebrated as proof of divine favor or intervention, inspiring faith, awe, and gratitude. For those who experience or witness miracles, these events serve as a reminder that the divine is not distant but actively involved in the affairs of the world. Whether they take the form of miraculous healings, answered prayers, or unexpected acts of kindness, miracles are powerful signs that God is present and working in the lives of individuals. In many spiritual and religious contexts, the chosen ones refers to individuals who have been selected for a higher purpose or mission. These people are often believed to be chosen by divine will, set apart from others to fulfill specific roles that contribute to the greater good. Whether through personal transformation, spiritual awakening, or fulfilling a divine calling, the chosen ones are seen as individuals with a unique responsibility that goes beyond their personal lives. The chosen ones are often faced with challenges, but they are also granted special insight, strength, or favor to carry out their tasks. These individuals are seen as instruments through which divine will is carried out, and their journeys are often marked by trials, growth, and miraculous occurrences. The concept of being chosen is not about privilege, but about being entrusted with a mission that requires faith, perseverance, and a willingness to walk a path that may be difficult but ultimately serves a higher purpose. This article explores the concept of miracles destined for the chosen ones. It will delve into how their unique position in life makes them recipients of extraordinary events that shape their journey and purpose. By examining the nature of these miracles, we will uncover how they come to pass and the profound significance they hold in fulfilling the chosen one's missions. The miracles they experience are not merely coincidences but divine interventions that guide them on their path, helping them achieve the greater good they are called to bring about. Through this exploration, we aim to deepen the understanding of how miracles play a crucial role in the lives of the chosen and how they ultimately contribute to God's plan for the world. Faith is a fundamental element in receiving miracles. For the chosen ones, faith is more than just a belief, it is the bedrock upon which they stand when the trials of life challenge their spirit. When faced with difficulty, hardship, or moments of uncertainty, it is their deep and unwavering belief in God's ability to intervene that opens the door to miracles. In the most trying times, when the world seems to offer no solution, faith serves as the conduit through which divine intervention occurs. Faith is not passive, it is an active trust that God has a purpose for everything, and that His timing is always perfect. This is a faith that does not waver in the face of adversity but grows stronger, relying on the assurance that God is always in control. It is a faith that acknowledges God's sovereignty and believes that He will step in at just the right moment to bring about change, healing, or transformation. For the chosen ones, this faith is often tested by trials and suffering. In the midst of their hardships, they may feel doubt or confusion, but it is precisely in those moments that their faith grows and becomes a catalyst for miracles. The Bible speaks of faith being the key to unlocking God's blessings and interventions. In Hebrews 11 verse 1, it says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." This scripture encapsulates the very essence of what it means to have faith, the ability to trust in God's promises, even when we cannot yet see the results. The chosen ones, despite their challenges, know that their faith will pave the way for miraculous events to unfold. Their belief is not in vain, it serves as the invitation for divine intervention. Through their unwavering faith, they make room for God's miracles to manifest in their lives. Throughout history, the connection between faith and miracles has been undeniable. Miracles have often occurred in the lives of individuals who, through their deep faith, allowed God to work in extraordinary ways. The Bible is filled with stories of people whose faith led to miraculous results. For instance, in the Old Testament, Abraham's faith in God's promise of a son, despite his old age, resulted in the birth of Isaac, fulfilling God's covenant, Genesis 17 verses 17 to 19. Abraham's faith was tested when he was asked to sacrifice Isaac, but he trusted God's plan, believing that God could even raise Isaac from the dead if necessary, Hebrews 11 verse 19. His faith was rewarded with a miracle, demonstrating the direct connection between faith and divine intervention. Similarly, the faith of the Israelites in the wilderness led to numerous miraculous events. When they were trapped between the Red Sea and Pharaoh's army, Moses' faith in God's power led to the miraculous parting of the sea, allowing the Israelites to escape, Exodus 14 verses 21 to 22. This miracle was not the result of human effort but of faith in God's promise and power. God responded to their faith, and through the power of belief, a way was made where none seemed possible. The New Testament is also filled with instances where faith was a key factor in the miracles of Jesus. When a woman suffering from a hemorrhage for 12 years touched the hem of Jesus' garment, her faith in his power to heal her led to her immediate healing, Mark 5 verse 34. Jesus himself commended her faith, saying, "Your faith has healed you." Similarly, in the case of blind Bartimaeus, his faith in Jesus' ability to heal him led to the restoration of his sight, Mark 10 verse 52. In both examples, it was the unshakable faith of the individuals that invited Jesus to perform the miraculous act. Faith is not just about believing in God's power, it's about trusting in His will and timing. The chosen ones often find themselves in situations where everything around them appears impossible. Yet, it is in these impossible moments that they must exercise their faith, trusting that God will intervene at the right time, and the right moment. The miracles that occur in these individuals' lives are not random, they are responses to the faith they have in God's ability to change their circumstances. This unwavering belief in God's goodness and power invites His miraculous presence into their lives. Real-life stories provide powerful reminders of how faith can lead to miraculous transformations. These testimonies of faith serve as living proof of the connection between belief and divine intervention. For those who are chosen, miracles often follow the path of their unwavering trust in God, even in the face of challenges. One such story comes from a woman named Sarah, who was told by doctors that she could never have children due to a medical condition. Despite the grim prognosis, Sarah never lost her faith. She prayed fervently, trusting in God's power to heal and restore. After years of waiting and holding on to faith, Sarah miraculously conceived and gave birth to a healthy child, defying all odds. She credits her miracle to her unwavering belief that God could perform the impossible. Her story is a testament to how faith can make a way for miracles to occur, even in the most hopeless situations. Another powerful example is the story of a man named John, who was diagnosed with a terminal illness and given only a few months to live. Faced with the certainty of death, John chose to rely completely on God, embracing faith rather than fear. He surrounded himself with prayers and trusted that God had a plan for his life, regardless of his diagnosis. Months passed, and John experienced a miraculous healing. His doctors were baffled, as his condition had improved with no medical explanation. John believes that it was his faith and trust in God that led to his healing. Through his unwavering belief, he witnessed the power of God to intervene in his life, and his story has since inspired others to hold fast to faith during their trials. Similarly, there are countless testimonies of people who have experienced miraculous financial provision, restoration of relationships, and healing from addiction or emotional wounds through their unwavering faith. In all these cases, the common thread is that their faith created the environment necessary for God to work miracles in their lives. They did not give up when things seemed impossible but continued to believe that God's plan was unfolding, even when it was difficult to see. These stories demonstrate the vital role that faith plays in receiving miracles. The chosen ones, through their trust and belief in God's power, create space for divine intervention. While the miracles they experience may seem extraordinary, they are often the direct result of a steadfast and unwavering belief in God's ability to perform the impossible. Their faith opens the door to God's miraculous work in their lives, bringing transformation and restoration. Miracles, by their very nature, are events that transcend ordinary human understanding, often defying natural laws. However, they don't always occur instantly or on our desired timeline. God's perfect timing is one of the defining aspects of divine intervention. When we face difficulties or wait for a breakthrough, it can be easy to become frustrated or anxious, especially when we long for a miracle to occur right away. But the truth is that miracles often come at exactly the right moment, when the chosen ones are ready to receive them. God's timing is never random or arbitrary. It is always purposeful, reflecting His divine wisdom. Miracles unfold at moments when individuals are spiritually, emotionally, and sometimes even physically prepared for what is to come. If miracles were to happen at any time or based on our own timing, we may not be ready to fully comprehend, appreciate, or sustain them. God's divine plan includes a process, an unfolding, during which the chosen ones grow, learn, and mature. Only when they have reached a certain point of readiness, both spiritually and emotionally, does God's miracle arrive. In many cases, people experience a sense of anticipation or waiting. The delay in receiving a miracle is not a sign of abandonment, but rather an opportunity for growth. God's timing, while it may seem delayed to us, is always perfect. When the moment arrives, the chosen ones are equipped with the wisdom, humility, and faith needed to receive their blessing. It is through waiting and trusting in His timing that God prepares them for the incredible miracles He has planned. This timing often aligns with a bigger, divine purpose, one that extends beyond the individual to affect others or to fulfill a greater mission. Miracles are not just personal, but often have a ripple effect that brings glory to God and inspires others in their faith journey. As such, understanding God's perfect timing requires us to trust that He knows exactly when we are ready for the next step in His plan for our lives. Before a miracle can manifest, the chosen ones often undergo a period of preparation. This preparation may involve personal growth, spiritual development, or a time of transformation. This phase is crucial for building the necessary character, faith, and understanding that are required to fully appreciate and receive the miracle that God has in store. It is easy to assume that God will simply send a miracle without any prerequisites, but in reality, the journey to receiving a miracle is often one of refinement. Through life struggles, challenges, and trials, the chosen ones develop the strength, patience, and perseverance needed to face the miracle that is to come. Without this preparation, they might not recognize the miracle for what it is, nor would they be spiritually mature enough to handle the responsibilities that come with it. The preparation may involve suffering, disappointment, or waiting, experiences that may feel discouraging at the time. But these moments serve a higher purpose. God uses these seasons to refine our character, draw us closer to Him, and teach us important lessons that will help us navigate the blessings that are on the horizon. Just as a diamond must undergo intense pressure to reveal its brilliance, the chosen ones often need to endure trials and tests to be shaped into the people God is preparing them to be. This preparation is not just about enduring hardship, but about transformation. It is during these periods that the chosen ones develop a deeper trust in God's plan, strengthening their relationship with Him. Through struggles, they learn to rely on God's wisdom rather than their own, surrendering to His will. This surrender becomes a key part of their spiritual growth, and when the miracle arrives, they are able to receive it with humility and gratitude, recognizing it as a gift from God rather than something they deserve or have earned. The waiting and preparing phase is also a time of spiritual renewal. During these seasons, the chosen ones often experience periods of deep reflection, prayer, and connection with God. They might fast, meditate, or engage in other spiritual practices to draw nearer to God. This creates a fertile ground for the miracle to take root in their lives, ensuring that they are ready to embrace it when it comes. The Bible is filled with stories that demonstrate how miracles arrive at the precise moment when the chosen ones are ready to receive them. These stories highlight the importance of timing, faith, and preparation in experiencing divine intervention. One of the most prominent examples is the story of Sarah and Abraham in the Old Testament. When Sarah and Abraham were promised a child by God, they were already quite advanced in age. At first, they could not see how such a miracle was possible, given their age. Sarah, in particular, struggled with the idea and even laughed at the thought, Genesis 18 verse 12. For years, they waited for the child that God had promised, yet they saw no sign of this miracle. At times, they questioned the promise and even took matters into their own hands. Sarah suggested that Abraham have a child with Hagar, which led to the birth of Ishmael. But God's promise remained, and in his perfect timing, Sarah gave birth to Isaac when she was 90 years old, Genesis 21 verses 1 to 3. This story shows that while the promise was made many years before, the miracle could not come until Sarah and Abraham were spiritually ready. Their faith had to be refined, and their understanding of God's timing had to be developed. Only when they fully trusted God and stopped trying to control the situation did Isaac's birth become possible. The miracle arrived at the perfect time, in a way that magnified God's power and faithfulness. Another example is the journey of the Israelites through the wilderness. After leaving Egypt, the Israelites wandered for 40 years before entering the Promised Land. At times, it must have seemed that their journey was endless and filled with delays. Yet, God's plan for them was unfolding, and each stage of their journey was essential for their preparation. The Israelites needed to experience challenges, grow in faith, and learn obedience before they could receive the miracle of entering the Promised Land. Their journey was not just about arriving at a destination, but about being transformed into a people ready to receive God's blessings. The miracle of entering the Promised Land came at the moment they were prepared, spiritually and emotionally, for what was to come, Deuteronomy 34 verses 1 to 4. In the New Testament, Jesus' ministry was also marked by miracles that occurred at just the right time. The miracle of the resurrection of Lazarus is one example. When Lazarus fell ill, his sisters Mary and Martha sent word to Jesus, believing that he would heal him. But Jesus delayed his arrival for several days, and by the time he reached Lazarus' tomb, he had already died, John 11 verses 1 to 44. At first, this delay seemed like a mistake or an oversight, but it was part of God's divine timing. Jesus explained to his disciples that the delay was meant to display God's glory. When Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, it was not only a miracle of life but a demonstration of his divine authority over death itself. This miracle had a far-reaching impact, strengthening the faith of his followers and showing the full extent of his power. These examples show that miracles often unfold at the precise moment when the individual and the situation are ready to receive God's intervention. Timing is key. God's timing is never late or early, but always perfect. When a miracle occurs in the life of the chosen ones, it is not merely a physical event, it often leads to profound personal transformation. The miracles they experience act as catalysts for growth, pushing them to evolve spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. These extraordinary events challenge the chosen ones to reassess their understanding of life, their relationship with God, and their purpose on earth. A miracle can be a deeply transformative experience, as it opens up new dimensions of understanding and connection with God. It brings clarity to previously unanswered questions, strengthens faith in God's plan, and often acts as a moment of awakening. For the chosen ones, experiencing a miracle can be a turning point, a moment in which they realize that their life holds a greater purpose than they had previously understood. The miracle becomes an anchor in their spiritual journey, marking a moment of divine favor, guidance, and intervention. This encounter with the supernatural can deepen their trust in God's provision and His ability to guide them through any challenges they may face. It is no longer just a belief in God's existence, but a personal, lived experience of His power and love. As a result, the chosen ones are transformed from within, gaining a stronger sense of faith, a deeper understanding of God's love, and a renewed commitment to live out their divine purpose. Moreover, these miracles often serve as a reminder of God's faithfulness, prompting the chosen ones to cultivate a deeper relationship with Him. In the aftermath of a miracle, they find themselves seeking a closer walk with God, whether through prayer, worship, or service to others. The transformation is holistic, affecting not only their spiritual life but also their worldview and interactions with the world around them. The chosen ones often emerge from their miraculous experiences with a greater sense of peace, joy, and gratitude, knowing that they have been touched by divine power in a profound way. The impact of miracles for the chosen ones extends far beyond their own lives. These miracles often serve as vessels for spreading blessings and affecting the lives of others. As the chosen ones experience divine intervention, their testimonies become powerful sources of inspiration for those around them. When others witness the miraculous events that have taken place, they are filled with hope and encouragement, knowing that God can work in their own lives too. The chosen ones are often called to share their blessings and pass on the lessons they have learned through their miraculous experiences. Their lives become living testimonies of God's power and faithfulness, drawing others closer to Him. Miracles, by their very nature, do not exist solely for the individual. They are meant to inspire, uplift, and encourage the faith of those who hear the story. While miracles for the chosen ones are often deeply personal experiences, they can also have a far-reaching impact on communities and even the world at large. These miraculous events often serve as signs of God's work in the world, bringing hope, healing, and inspiration to those who witness or hear about them. They are not isolated occurrences but are part of a larger spiritual narrative, one that reflects God's love, power, and purpose for all of humanity. The broader spiritual significance of miracles lies in their ability to bring people together, strengthen communities, and foster a deeper sense of faith in the divine. When the chosen ones experience miracles, it is a reminder to those around them that God is still at work in the world. These events can ignite a spark of hope in communities that are struggling with despair, reminding them that nothing is impossible for God. Furthermore, miracles often reveal God's broader purpose for the world, demonstrating His desire for healing, restoration, and spiritual awakening. They point to the deeper truth that God's plan encompasses not just the individual but the collective good of humanity. When miracles occur, they often have ripple effects that extend beyond the individual's life, impacting families, neighborhoods, and even entire nations. For example, the healing of one person may inspire others to pursue their own spiritual growth, while a miraculous act of provision may lead others to extend acts of kindness and generosity. Moreover, miracles often shine a light on God's justice and His care for the oppressed, the marginalized, and the forgotten. Through these divine interventions, God's love is made visible, especially for those who feel overlooked or abandoned. When the chosen ones experience miracles, it is a reminder that God sees and cares for all of His children, regardless of their circumstances. On a global scale, these miracles may serve as signs of hope in times of crisis. In moments of national or global calamity, such as natural disasters, pandemics, or political unrest, miraculous events can serve as powerful testimonies of God's presence and faithfulness. They provide a source of encouragement for individuals and communities, encouraging them to keep faith in the face of uncertainty and struggle. The miracles experienced by the chosen ones, when shared with the world, become powerful instruments of transformation. They have the potential to change hearts, spark movements, and ignite a revival of faith. Through these miraculous acts, God continues to reveal His purpose for the world, inviting all people to witness His power and grace. In conclusion, the impact of miracles on the chosen ones extends far beyond their personal lives. These extraordinary events lead to profound personal transformation, deepen their connection with God, and create a ripple effect that spreads blessings and inspiration to others. The chosen ones, through their miraculous experiences, become vessels of hope and faith, helping to bring about change in the lives of those around them. The miracles they experience also carry a broader spiritual significance, serving as signs of God's ongoing work in the world and His care for all of humanity. Through these divine interventions, God's love is made visible, and the world is reminded of the power, purpose, and beauty of His plan. As the chosen ones embrace their miracles and share them with others, they become living testimonies to the greatness of God and the transformative power of His intervention in our lives. Miracles are not random occurrences, they are often an essential part of the journey for those who are chosen for a higher purpose. These individuals, through their unwavering faith, experience divine intervention at critical moments in their lives. The miracles they witness are perfectly timed, aligning with God's divine plan, and serve as transformative milestones that deepen their spiritual growth. Each miracle, whether it's healing, provision, or guidance, strengthens the chosen one's faith and prepares them for the next step in their divine mission. The timing of miracles is not arbitrary, it is perfectly crafted by God, unfolding when the chosen ones are spiritually and emotionally ready to receive them. These miraculous events are not just coincidences, they are acts of divine love and purpose that lead to significant personal transformation, helping individuals align with their higher calling and deepen their relationship with God. The miracles that occur in the lives of the chosen ones are not merely for their personal benefit. While these events bring profound changes to the individuals involved, their impact often extends far beyond themselves. Miracles serve as catalysts for spiritual awakening, healing, and transformation not only for the chosen ones but also for those who witness or hear their stories. These miracles inspire faith, provide hope, and serve as powerful testimonies of God's presence and power. In this way, the miracles experienced by the chosen ones contribute to the greater good, influencing others to step into their own faith journeys and trust in God's providence. These miraculous moments carry a far-reaching significance. They spark a ripple effect that can touch many lives, encourage others in their faith, and bring about positive changes in communities and even the world. The divine interventions that occur for the chosen ones are part of a larger spiritual narrative, where God works in and through individuals to reveal His grace and power to all. If you find yourself facing challenges or are on the journey to discovering your divine purpose, know that miracles may be waiting for you. Even when circumstances seem overwhelming, remember that God's timing is always perfect. Trust in His plan and continue to embrace your faith, knowing that He will provide the miracles necessary for your growth and mission. Every step of the journey, even the difficult ones, is part of the process of preparing you for the miraculous changes that are meant to unfold in your life. Keep walking in faith, and trust that God will guide you through every trial and blessing. The chosen ones are not special because they have an easy path, they are chosen because they trust in God's plan and remain steadfast in faith. As you continue on your journey, trust that your faith is preparing you for a miracle that will deepen your relationship with God and propel you toward the mission He has set before you. If you found this message uplifting and inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content that will encourage and empower you on your spiritual journey. We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences with faith and miracles. Share your story in the comments and let's continue to grow together in our understanding of God's plan and miracles. Stay encouraged, and remember, God's miracles are real, and they're waiting for you.